guys, I am here with another deck review today, and today I am looking at the Fulton's Clip Joint Playing Cards. These are produced by Dan and Dave Buck. It's designed by Brad Fulton and it is illustrated by Dan Phillips. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. This is a, a linen box. And it has some foil embossing and, embossed elements and some foil stamping, and you can see that right here with the Fulton. It's got the foil on it right there. And then the embossing, you have with the edges here. It's going to be kind of hard to show that, but yeah, you have obviously the Fultons. It has that. And yeah, and so this is what you have here written on the side. I hope that's upside down. Okay. You have distributed by Dan and Dave, Playing Card Company, and then the location. And then you have the saying down here, the cambric 37, made in the USA, and so yes, that is the finish. It is a cambric finish. And so yeah, you have, this is the front, that's the back, this is the front. So yeah, identical front and back. And so, so this does not show you, one of the few playing card boxes that do not show you the back on the back. So yeah, and then you lift up the flap, you have some more ornaments, some more embossed ornaments. Lift it up one more time. You see here you have a kind of a mason compass. Right there you have the F embossed. Some scroll work. I don't know. I'm scared I get too close to show y'all. It's going to come out of focus. But yeah, you can see the embossing kind of there, on this side of it. So yeah, really like, yeah, I think I said stock here, but that's finish. I'm sorry if I said that, but yes. So really cool cards. Let's go ahead and look at the back of them since we didn't see that on the box. So yeah, we have some really great, some scroll work, some very ornate decoration on this box. And I think here, I've seen other reviews of this, and I think I agree that looks like an owl on the back of these cards. Some people don't like it. I don't really mind it, honestly. It looks cool, and I don't really have any problems with it. Yeah, personal preference. Yeah, it looks fine. Looks really cool to me. And yes, it is black. This is obviously going off of that film noir. So let's take a look at what you get. Let's look at these two cards right here. This first one that has, the back to it, just tells you who designed it, who illustrated it, and who produced it, which I've already told you. And then you have here the bums rush given to rule breakers in line steppers. And then you have on the other side the Fulton's Clip Joint City of the Angels 1946. And so I'm not gonna read all this out, but yeah, you have this card, which is kind of cool. But yeah, if y'all really want to know what's on this card, I may post it down below if it's high enough demand. But if not, you have it. So tuck those underneath. Okay, so what other cards, the standard cards, what do you get? So you have aces, obviously, do not look typical of, maybe bikes and things of that nature. But you do have the standard looking court cards, except for alternating color scheme. And let's go ahead and look at what we have here. Now, the scroll work for I'll pick these up. So here is the Ace of Spades. Let me see if it'll focus. That would be fantastic. I know I'm moving it all around the board. Okay, so yeah, you have your ace, very beautiful. It's simple, but it's still very ornate at the same time. Ace of Spades. Here's your Ace of Clubs, and this is going to be something that I show you later. This kind of scroll work for one of the pips is standard on all the cards, and so the aces just happen to have, since it's only one figure, it has it on that one pip. So yeah, you have the Ace of Clubs, Ace of Diamonds, Ace of Hearts. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so that's very pretty. All of those, I like them. Now let's get into your court cards. Now, the interesting thing about the court cards is, like I said, with how these pips are, that's not carried over into the court cards. So that's kind of interesting. And yes, they do kind of look, yes, they are pretty standard bike court cards. So there's your King of Diamonds. Here is your Queen of Spades. And here is your Jack of Hearts. So yes, can't put them in the right order. And you have two identical jokers. They are cats. Something I like about this is, yes, it's still going with that scroll work. I don't know why I'm tilting them that way. I apologize. But they're also mirror to each other, so I like that. Oh, there we go. It's kind of confusing when you have the screen looking at you. You don't know which way you need to go. So yeah, two identical jokers. And now to show you what I was talking about with each, let's just grab two. Yeah. All right, so here we have the 7 and we have the 5. And see how one pip on both of these has that scroll work. And so that's very cool, and that is standard across all the cards, number cards. Again, it's kind of strange that the court cards don't have that feature as well. So yeah, so that's basically it. And obviously the court cards have that red, that strong red, the gray, the white, and the black. And so obviously the only real strong color here is the red. And so I like that. I think it's pretty cool. And in case you're wondering, yes, the pips that are here on the, say, on the clubs, they're the same. On the Ace of Clubs is the same for the 7 clubs here, in case you're wondering. It will focus, yeah. So it's the same exact club. Same can be said for the hearts and the diamonds and the spades. So anyway, I don't know if it's necessarily true for the spades. Let me double check on the spades real quick. Of course, I go to a court card first. Yes, it's not quite as ornate as the Ace of Spades, but yes, it is very, very similar looking. This will focus. You know, it's just such high detail. I don't have light up that close to the camera. This is about as far as I can go. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, I really think these cards are pretty cool. They do handle pretty well. It's a great finish on them. Obviously that was a horrible dribble. But yeah, they do handle well. They're pretty smooth. I don't usually use mine for general magic tricks, magic use. I still go to like the bicycles that you can buy at a drugstore or Walmart or something like that for pretty cheap. These are, you know, obviously since they are specially illustrated and designed, you know, they are a little bit more expensive. And I find that I sometimes ruin cards pretty quickly. But yes, I do like them. They're smooth. They have a great finish on them. They spread pretty easy. Again, I can't attest to maybe long-term use and wear, because usually when I buy decks like these, I don't use them extensively. I get them for aesthetic value, generally speaking. I will do some tricks every now and then, but that's usually something that I am filming, or a one time, maybe in a every couple of months. So they do not wear out very quickly. But maybe if someone out there has used them frequently, you can attest to whether or not they do wear out quickly or not. I'd be kind of surprised if they don't hold up that well. They feel like maybe more of a durable deck. I don't know how smooth they would stay though. They're not as high, you know, they don't slick quite as much as some other cards that I've used before, and that might just be a fluke kind of thing. But because they aren't so crazy slick, they may hold what smoothness they do have maybe over a longer time. But overall, what do I think of these cards? I do like these cards. I think they're great. Probably for aesthetics, I probably give it about an 8, 8.5. For general magic use or something like that, I probably give it about, you know, I don't see why not to give it about, you know, about an 8 as well. You know, there's nothing really keeping it from being used in standard magic use. Honestly, you have a lot of stuff here. You may not have a double back card or other gap cards, but for classic card manipulation, there's nothing here holding you back, so there's no reason not to give it, say, a 10. For flourishes, they're very pretty. I don't do a whole lot of flourishes, so I can't say, oh, it's great for this, it's not great for this. But for general card tricks, general card manipulation, that's why I'm giving it an 8. Is that it's great. It's not the best, but they're very good. So you can't go wrong, purchasing these for magic use. I'm not quite sure where they're available and where they're not available. To the best of my knowledge, they're still available on dananddave.com. If they're not available there, maybe check Amazon, eBay, other card purchasing websites that are your favorites. But yes, I do like these. But reply down below, tell me what you think of these cards. Maybe you completely disagree with everything that I have said. Maybe I didn't cover something here that you would like to see. If so, again, reply down below, and you will see me next time on the next deck review.